Ladies and gentlemen, the EM50, and this will probably be a little bit of a boring video because I just started doing the body work on the EM50 here. When I got the Hess van, it was I don't want to say damaged, just old, and it had a few little problems with it. One was the top. If I probably showed you, had about 3 cracks in it, in the I want to say hole. And there's a few other places I'm going to actually fix, make it a little bit smoother, because it's actually 2 pieces and it's glued. I think if I tried to pop this apart from the sides here, I think I would break it, my personal opinion, since it is a 40-something-year-old toy. But anyway, so we're going to talk about putty. And again, all kinds of putty, what you do. A lot of people would use red Bondo putty. I would use that, but I have pretty much gave up on the red putties. It has its place, and there is times that you have to have it. So for plastic, I use, and it ain't Tamiya, but that is melted down styrene sprue with MEK. It makes a very, very great putty. I mean, it makes it you know, just like the plastic. Once you get it sanded, it sands smooth. Wet sand it, dry sand it, whatever you want to do, and it actually bonds with the plastic. So you're basically, you know, instead of using super glue or trying to glue it, you know, you can put the styrene putty, is what I call it, on the part, smooth it out, let it dry. Now again, with styrene putty here, you have to basically let it dry, and it might be a day, and once it gets dried and rock hard, you sand it smooth, and it's just like sanding a kid. So that's what I've done on the top here. It had 3 little spots, which first I had to just sand it down and then put the putty on, and we'll get that smoothed out. I'm going to do that on the sides here, trying to get that. It's a little rough because that's where they, you know, glued it and clamped it. And then I'll do a little bit here on the side. And then after that, while that was drying, and I still got to sand it, I'm going in with a little bit of Tamiya tape, and basically I am masking off the windows, because we're going to make a template to put on the plating for the windows. So I have me a template, cut that out, and then we can glue that on. It's what my game plan is. And then once I get all the body work done and get all the armor on, it actually, and I forgot to show you the picture, which I'll try to do that next time, actually got armor plate around the front wheel, and then right here, this actually comes down and guards the rear wheels. But this actually kind of resets in a little bit. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to actually cut into the side here and make it recessed in. I may just take a little styrene, make the armor plating, and then put some strip here and make the detail in. Just kind of if I do cut it, it's because, well, let me see where it. Let's see if you can see in the van there. You see where the seats are at? So we're basically about right through here. We're gonna have to cut it, and I don't know if I want to do that. I may just keep it simple, and because we want the flavor of the EM50. We don't want a, you know, exact replica, because it's not there. But anyway, that is where I am on the putty on the EM50. However, there is some other putties you can use. I like to use plastic putty, which is, well, I got good hands, I'm here to tell you. You can use plastic putty and I guess in tulip. Tulip's one of them putties you cannot sand, and that is, you know, if you got a little place here that you know, can't get putty in, that's what tulip is. You put tulip in, let it, you know, basically wipe it off with you know, a little bit of water and fill it up, and then once you put paint over it, it'll be smooth. But anyway, Same way with the plastic putty. You can sand this, but it's for, I mean, really fine, scratches or fine little, just a tiny little gap. That's really what, stuff like this is for. That you don't want to put like major putty on that you can't get into the grooves. Like if you needed to put it in the seam here, I wouldn't put putty, red putty. I'd put in a plastic putty, which you can water down, and get you get it into the groove and wipe it off, and you don't have to sand nothing. It's already filled. But anyway, putty, 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 and that's what we're starting on with the EM50. So we got a lot of cleanup work. I got some build for others coming this week. So once that gets here, I'll show everybody what that is as well. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are continuing on with the EM50. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.